Alexa here from the blog, theduvallhomestead.com. Today I'm going to show you how I made this really simple hoop wreath with dried flowers. Made a few wreaths on my channel before. I love making wreaths. Usually I go with the classic grapevine wreath with fresh flowers, but I thought I'd change it up this time and do a metal hoop wreath with dried flowers. Now, I wanted to stay away from buying fake flowers because I actually had several bouquets of flowers. I had this bouquet of dried flowers. I actually had 2 of these bouquets and I loved them so much that I wanted to make a wreath out of them. So that's why I didn't use any fake flowers, or I didn't intend to, was because I had so many dried flowers. This is from our local farm stand. If you have a farm stand near you, they always sell dried flowers, at least here where we live, because they are from last summer and whatnot. And I love the idea of saving flowers from the summertime and then putting them up in the winter or the spring to enjoy once they're dried. I don't even know where this wreath is going to go yet, but I think it will go right where I'm standing, which is going to be the nursery for our baby coming this summer. We don't know if it's a male or female, so this is kind of gender neutral, and it's pretty. It could also go another place in the house as well. So to start off, I have this hoop wreath frame. I got it from my local craft store, which is Michael's, and it has kind of a wiry bit at the side that you can use. I figured it would be very easy to tie flowers to the wire. As I was looking at what florals I already had, I knew I wanted to use the white flowers because they go with everything, and I wanted to use the little baby's breath flowers, and I wanted to use the wheat stems. I really liked that combination. So the first thing I did was I unraveled the bouquet and just clumped together those flowers because everything was all mixed together with the bouquet. Then I started placing my favorite flowers over the wreath where the little half moon portion of the wreath is, but I realized that it was going to take many more of the wheat stems to fill up the entire section of the wreath, otherwise you would see through it. So I actually did end up buying the fake eucalyptus leaves from Michael's. They were half off, so I got them for just a few dollars. If you do buy any fake flowers for a wreath, I think the eucalyptus is the best bet because they have such big green leaves. They make a really nice backdrop for any wreath. So once I laid down the green eucalyptus leaves, I realized that they were a perfect base. So use these little Christmas ornament hangers, which are kind of like paper clips, to just tie the eucalyptus down to the wreath. You can also use a cable tie. We have done this in the past. I just didn't have any. I actually couldn't find them. So I did find these Christmas ornament hangers, so I figured that would just be really easy to use. So I used the ornament hangers for the eucalyptus, and I started placing the wheat stems down. Decided I want them to kind of go out of the center. I thought that would look really pretty. So I used the same ties to tie those down to the frame. Now once I had the eucalyptus and the wheat stems on the frame, I had enough of a base that from here on out I could use glue. If you don't have a hot glue gun and you want to get into DIY and crafts, I highly suggest getting a hot glue gun. They're very easy to use and they are quick and they really work. So anything you want to go somewhere, you can just glue it. It's very fast. So I started with the baby's breath. I put the baby's breath kind of around the eucalyptus and just glued it to the leaves. The nice thing about the glue as well is you can just glue the leaves down wherever they kind of go up in a place that they're not supposed to go up. You can just glue them right down. And then I I wanted there to be some kind of centerpiece on the wreath. So I wanted there to be like a big white floral center part, but my flowers that were white were all really small. So to create a centerpiece, I actually cut a small circle out of a disposable plate, like a styrofoam plate. It was like a picnic plate that we have for whenever we take a picnic somewhere, and cut a circle and layered it with glue. And then I was just putting the white flowers onto the circle. Once I was done with that, I glued the circle right onto the eucalyptus leaves, which worked perfectly and stuck right away. And now my wreath was almost done. So for some finishing touches, I added some of the white flowers again, only this time with their stems, just to kind of be popping out of the center a little bit. I thought that'd be really pretty. And then I took a few of the white flower heads and just sprinkled them across the rest of the wreath. And I just think it looks really pretty and I'm really happy with it. If you want to know the sources where I got everything and you want to try this wreath out for yourself, maybe you can hang it this spring or this summer, or maybe you too are making a nursery and just looking for something simple that you can make yourself. Right now I'm really into making things for my baby and our home for the baby, because I just love looking around my home and seeing things that I make. I will leave a link below this video to the blog at theduvalhomestead.com, or you can just go there and type in wreath and you'll see it. And it'll have all the links to the materials I'm using and some step-by-step instructions in case this video didn't cover something. Eventually we will get this hung up and I will be sure to share where it ends up going. Alright, well, thank you for watching this video and making this wreath with me. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe it inspired you to make a wreath. And if you do, make sure you let me know on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, because I love hearing from you. If you are brand new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Every week I post farm-to-table recipes and homemade natural living from our homestead here in Duval. Thank you so much for stopping by the Duval Homestead.